So, the Lost City. Let's have a conversation, shall we? Right after I roll this in. Hey guys, and welcome to this new movie review, The Lost City. Now, first of all, I want to say that for a expensive cast, which this movie ridiculously has, I am very shocked and surprised, moreover than anything, of how bad this movie was, / not funny this movie was. I was really disappointed in this movie, and yeah, let's talk about it, shall we? First off, I was just genuinely surprised. I mean, the storyline is just stupid. Like, it's just straight up stupid. Like literally dumb. And one of the things that I was really disappointed about was I just thought I didn't understand how most of the cast, like Daniel Radcliffe and, Sandra Bullock and Channing Tatum, and especially Brad Pitt, why their characters in this, they really genuinely, authentically tried so hard throughout the entire film, and it was so adamantly obvious to try and be funny. And the more that they were trying to be funny in this film and trying to outlay and portray the humor in this film throughout the movie, the worse and worse it got. And it's specifically Channing Tatum. Like, there's so many lines that he got given in this movie where he was, I don't even know the comparison movie to put it against, but Channing Tatum was trying to be Channing Tatum in this movie, which is really disappointing, because Channing Tatum was, at one point, his just acting skills were just really growing, and he was really just becoming just a really outstanding actor in Hollywood, until he did this movie, because this movie just dies in the ass so bad. Not only that, the character chemistry between characters, specifically Channing Tatum and Sandra Bullock, and maybe this was a part of the movie, maybe this was what they were supposed to be feeling for each other. Maybe this was a part of the chemistry of how we were supposed to be flowing in with how they were, but it just seemed constantly awkward. And it was just annoyingly awkward. Like, it wasn't funny awkward. It really just was like, get on with it. Like, do something funny now, because this is, and I'm not a fan personally, and this guy has nothing to do with the film, but this is the humor it felt like, in my personal opinion, is Ricky Gervais, right? Ricky Gervais. A lot of this film made me feel like his humor, like super dry, super awkward, super uncomfortable, and it doesn't work. It didn't work, and that humor doesn't work for me in any way, shape, or form. However, when they tried to make a situation more awkward than what it needed to be, it literally never stuck the landing. Like, it never stuck the landing. I found it really stupid that in an interview, Channing Tatum actually said that they filmed in a jungle and it felt like a jungle. Man alive. Talk about crickets. Bruh, you literally just said you filmed in a jungle and so it felt more like the jungle. What do you expect it to feel like? A sound studio? Oh my gosh. So yeah, that was just like a WTF to the max moment. Like, honestly, the way this movie ends is completely, totally, and 100% stereotypical of how you would think that this movie was going to end. Like, actually, I really felt so many times in this movie that it was almost pushing the envelope of, okay, that's enough. Like, honestly, I don't even think I smirked once in this movie, honestly. And if I did, it was a, like, it just didn't hold up its end of its comic relief, if that makes sense. Yeah, this movie falls pretty hard on its face, guys, honestly. I saw an advanced screening of this movie because it actually doesn't even officially come out yet. But I saw an advanced screening of this movie, and what I saw, there was moments in this movie where I thought to myself, is it over yet? I mean, is it over yet? And it wasn't over. In fact, oh man alive, yeah, this movie does not land on its feet at all, which is really sad because 99.99% of the time, literally 99.99% of the time, if I like the trailer for a movie, and I genuinely mean this, if I like the trailer for a movie, I'm gonna love the movie. Like, so few and far between has that not been the case with me, except this movie. I thought this movie's trailer looked okay. I was like, no, maybe there's funny bits throughout the film. And yes, there is a post-credit scene. For anyone who's going to ask that, yes, there is a post-credit scene to this movie. So stick around because you'll see that. However, guys, this movie it's not great. It's not funny. It's not clever. It's not inventive. The trailer sells it way bigger than what it needs to be. But at the end of the day, no, this movie is definitely a hit and miss, unfortunately. But, you know, all film is subjective, guys. You got to remember that. All film is subjective. So what doesn't land for me, you might absolutely love and get thrown and carried away with. And you might think this is the funniest movie since whatever, you know. And even the storyline might be right up your alley. You know what I mean? So go and see this movie. I never say don't see any movie because you might love it as much as I didn't, and so yeah, that's not fair of me to say this is blah and then you turn around. Do you know what I mean? Audiences are different. It's all about subjectivity of film. In my personal opinion, does The Lost City have, and for anyone who has been following my channel for any period of time, you know exactly what I'm about to say right now. Does The Lost City have in its core element the thing that film needs to be film, in its core element, the essential thing, in my humble personal opinion, guys, that's right guys, say it with me, rewatchability. Does it have rewatchability, guys? And that I say to you, you know exactly what I'm going to say. I would never need to watch this movie ever again. It doesn't land, it's not funny. For the amount of money they would have paid the cast to make this money in the first place, like what a wash. Total wash. Honestly, they could have spent so much more money on something so much better. But it is what it is. It's made now, and they're richer or just getting richer because they can, and they make stupid films like this. And anyway, so that's all for me, guys. I really appreciate you being here. I'm not going to do the trivia because I just don't feel like this movie really qualifies for it. And as I said, I told you a bit of trivia to do with Channing Tatum and saying that this movie feels like it's in the natural jungle because he was in the natural jungle, which is what a man alive, that's so stupid. Anyway, guys, I appreciate your time, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow my channel. I really appreciate your time. You guys are amazing. I really value your time. Thank you so much. And don't forget who's bringing this review for The Lost City, guys. This is Superman Steve. Appreciating you guys always and loving your time. Flying out.